going to ask yourselves, sit, or you're really sitting. You know, this is the thing, so funny with spiritual practitioners, everybody's sitting, and then I say sit, and then they all leave. Okay, so we're just going to reflect for a short while, meaning you're turning your mind inside. The Tibetan word for a Buddhist means nakpa, means an inner being, meaning only looking at his own mind, not looking at, like working with the mind, not working with the environment so much. I mean, of course, if you need to eat cooked food, you cook the food. You're not going like, oh no, cooked food is outside. You see, again, it's kind of a middle way, and it's not, you know, we have a tendency to jump to extremes, right? So it's, you know, and it's also totally relative, is another thing. So in one occasion this applies, and in another occasion that doesn't apply at all. So you need a lot of wisdom, and you need a lot of instructions actually to know what to apply when, because whatever I am saying here, anybody can come and say, but that's not true because, yes, but, blah, 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 and it's true. Because we talk about conventional reality, relative level of truth, which is only relative. So, and we all have different views, like these 7 mice, you know, and so we can start fighting about our views, or we can see, okay, that's somebody else's view. And not all of these, you know, the spiritual practice has a lot of medicine in it, like it is, it should be medicine for our disturbed mind. But if you don't know how and when and what to apply to your sickness that is happening right at the moment, then we can go wrong. So actually what we do, so there's a group out there, so maybe Leora, you tell them if they quickly want to come in, it's fine. If they want, if they don't have to. They're Germans, they're not Israelis. So it's okay. I don't think they get disturbed by the statues. This is why, out of consideration for religious Jewish people, then we'd rather not have them come in, because it would disturb their mind seeing Israelis sitting in front of statues. So people tell me. But that's why we do it. Not because we want to hide something, but because we don't, there's no need to disturb people's minds. Okay? So now, for you, that implies you need to have some self-discipline. If you come in, you don't look around. Because they, well, I think they're not coming. They may be too shy. I don't know. Oh. So anyway, then look at your curious mind needing to know who is coming in now. They have nothing to do with it. It looks like they don't want to come in. They don't want to come in? Okay. Looks like they don't want to come in. Okay. So you sit with a straight back, maybe close your eyes. Close your eyes, turn your attention towards inside, and try to sit what is called in an inspiring way, so that the mind also becomes inspired. Body posture has a lot of influence on your mind state. When you start to become conscious or aware of that, then you see how important the body is, and especially the face. The more relaxed your face is, the more spacious your mind is. Or you can see that your mind is not relaxed when you check your face and you see the tensions. Okay. So take a few breaths, like you put your awareness on your breath. Happy that you are alive. I don't know if you already had that thought this morning, because we could already, all of us could have died last night, like this candle just went out. And then you really look inside and you ask yourself, how am I? In the same interested way that you would ask a good friend. Really being concerned, really wanting to know. We always ask other people. We hardly ever ask ourselves. But the only mind we can work with is our own mind. So, how am I? Not me. You yourself, you ask that question. And then we don't fiddle around with it. If it's not okay, it's not okay. That's okay. If it's very well and very happy, okay? No need to get excited about it because it will change. And try to feel what it does to your overall well-being when you turn the mind inside and just ask yourselves with a lot of concern, with a lot of kindness, how am I? Whether it's totally cold and no answer, whether there's a lot of complaints, or whether it's just silence and well-being and openness. Don't manipulate anything. Same way that you would be listening to your friend, you listen to yourself. And then, because to start the session, we will do again what we did yesterday with pen and paper there. So you think about a person that inspires you very much, somebody that you like. Preferably somebody that you know personally, not like, the Dalai Lama that you don't really know. And you try to think, what is it that inspires you in that person? And also you check what kind of influence does it have on me when I think about this person. What's the sensation in your body just thinking about an inspiring person that I know, that I have contact with? Okay, then you have to think about somebody that doesn't inspire you so much, and then you think kind of, what are these attitudes that this person has that doesn't inspire me? And how does it make you feel thinking about that person? Again, it's good if it's somebody that you know personally, not just from TV or something. Okay. So now again we need the help of somebody. Galit, you want to do again? Or yeah, we can take turns. Okay. Because Galit has enough to do already, I think. Yeah, it's okay. So So we again make 2 lines there, and we go, what we find inspiring in people, and if you just go in the middle, and then, huh? What?
I didn't see the blue. I'm asking if she has a black one.
No, you didn't see the green yesterday, actually. No, this one is also not strong enough, so there's another one. Anyway, we'll see. Because what I'll do is I'll hang it out. You might have seen it. And so what we do here is not for me to say this is right and this is wrong, okay? What we do here is for you to see what we think and what we assume and how it is and this and that. And then I hang it out there. And then if you want to add something in the meantime while it's hanging out there, you're very welcome to add. Also, kind of, would you maybe like to open these windows, or is it too bright when we open that side? Because, this is what we do in the morning. We close those because the sun comes from here. And then in the afternoon we close those, but then we open again. That'd be great. Okay. So first we, of course, think about the person that inspires us. So again, they can do their job really well. You don't have to control what they're doing. Can you see how easily we are distracted? Yeah, something happens and then we need to know what's going on. It would have been interesting to see the mind. You sit in meditation and the group comes in, like the temptation to look, who are they? You might have seen them this morning in the dining room. Yeah. And by the way, because they talk, because they're hotel guests, that doesn't mean that you can talk. Yeah. So we have areas where you can talk, where you can talk, you don't have to talk. And then there's other areas where we don't. So for you, it's the dining room. And I don't know, again, because the hotel just puts out food for everybody. And actually, what the Dharma Friends serve is totally vegan, so you all know what non-vegan is, so you just don't take it. If you have taken it, well, no big deal, whatever, but I think we will ask them to do something about it. So there's no confusion, let's say like that. Okay, so what is it that you find inspiring in a person that inspires you? Just blurt it out. Just say it, and then we write it down. Because it's good to think about these things from time to time.
Strength.
Huh?
Strength.
Good thing you get better than I do. Strength, okay. Yeah. Again, there's nothing that is wrong or right. Just say what you think, and we write it down.
Patience.
Patience. Okay. Talk to her. She hears better than, because I'm very hard on hearing, and with the echo, it's almost hopeless. So, but I'm glad. What's your name?
Lena.
Lena. I'm glad that Lena hears well. So,
Joy.
okay. Huh?
Joy.
Joy. You might have to write a little bit smaller because, and then you can also write with this, like this.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Discipline.
Huh?
Discipline.
Discipline. Okay.
Courage.
Courage. I think Nitsan, you say what? Generosity. No? Generosity, okay.
Kindness.
Kindness.
Positive.
Huh?
Positive.
Now there was a hand there. You can just say it, but you need to say loud because I don't hear you otherwise.
Meaning.
Meaning?
Meaning and coherence. Meaning and coherence.
Integrity, maybe. Yeah? Integrity, I think we can call it like this.
Coherence is one.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Stability.
You were burning with saying something, I think, no?
Kindness.
Kindness we already had.
Yeah.
Kindness we had.
Stability.
Honesty.
Someone said here humor.
Humor, okay.
Humility.
Huh?
Humility.
Humility. Anything else?
I don't know how to say it in English. Watzhoek,
Warmth.
Positivity.
Kindness, warmth,
Watzhoek.
good heart, open heart, softness.
Smiling.
Okay, anyway, if you want then smaller when it hangs out there, you can add, because it's really, how does it make you feel to talk about these things? Already that has an effect, you see. Now we have to come to the other one though. What is it when you have somebody that you don't really like to spend time with? What is it that, what is their kind of qualities that you don't find inspiring? Negativity, meaning, you mean when somebody goes on and on and on and kind of always says the negative things?
Yes, complaining.
Complaining, just, not complaining, just seeing what is negative but not see, like half full and half empty, this kind of thing, The people who see the glass half empty instead of seeing it half full.
Narrow.
Huh?
Narrow.
Maybe.
Narrow. Line.
Lying?
Lying.
Also? Okay, lying. Liars are liars.
Anxiety, anxious.
Jealousy.
Jealousy. Oh, somebody is jealous of you means you have good qualities. It's actually quite nice.
Aggression.
Aggression. If you wouldn't have any good qualities, nobody would be jealous of you.
Stubbornness. Stubbornness.
Stubborn. Ooh.
Patience. Self-concentrated. Self-concentrated.
Selfish.
What is selfish?
Selfish.
Can I say like
Self-absorbed. Selfish.
is the word pessimism? Activism?
Passive? Maybe passive?
Passive.
And what was there from there?
Selfish. Self-absorbed. Selfish.
Denial.
How does it make you feel to talk about these things? Oh, so nice, eh? Okay.
Talking about me.
Huh?
Like you're talking about me.
When we talk about others that we dislike, it actually makes us feel even good. But when we talk about ourselves, then, but also we don't really like to spend time with people who behave in such a way. Anything else you want to add?
Angry.
Or I'll hang it outside again, and then you can, with colors, or you can make small pictures also. It's like, the kids do that, it's quite nice, so you can, expressions on the face. Usually what I do with the kids, like, the positive thing is just a smiley, going, and I tell them that they can do their own smiley, so they're very creative. The happy face and then the unhappy face, like that. So, yeah, right. Good. Okay. So, do we want to be inspiring for other people? Do we want to attain these qualities on the smiley face there? What do you think?
Of course.
Yes or no? You don't have to, I will have them there. When you get your telephones, at the end you can just photograph it. I mean, you can write it down if you want. I don't want to, that you're not allowed to, but that's the idea is that we just hang it there, and then if you want, you can take photographs. Do we want to become like on the inspiring side? Okay. Will it come easy? Will it come naturally? We have a wish to be like this, isn't it? And we do have a wish to be free from what is on the other side here, isn't it? Yeah. So unfortunately, the wish is not good enough. It is good, but it's not enough. We also have to do something, because all these, believe it or not, are habits. And this is why we practice, this is why we study. So when we see that a lot of it that I am is on this side and not so much on the other side, then we first need to see, okay, I want to have more of that side and less of that side. And then we need to see, do I have the conditions that I need in order to train these things? Like kind of really sitting down, and as we did yesterday a little bit, what do I really need? What do I really want? What are my priorities? Because we have, with the candle, was a very good example. You know, it really, when I saw the candle go, very spontaneously I thought, oop, that's going to be me one day, you know? Alive, glowing, da-da-da, and oop, I hope it will go as quick as the candle. But I'm not sure. So kind of, we have limited time in this body and on this planet. So how do I want to spend my time? What are my priorities? So we become very clear on that. If it's earning a lot of money, I'm afraid you're in the wrong course. Because then you need to go to some economic, like what to do and start up and, you know, these kind of things. If it's becoming very fit, also it's the wrong course. If it is attaining these qualities there, then yes, maybe, why not? We can give you some methods and tools to do that. So, but you have to see, do I have what I need? That would be the first step on this path. Or the second, knowing where I want to go, knowing what I want. This is why we made the list. Knowing what I want to adapt, knowing what I want to abandon, because we can see ourselves in all of this occasionally. So none of you, or none of us, is either just that or just that. But we can, and this is what the spiritual practice is for. And by the way, you know, I left the word mind and spirit, I left it there, but I put soul on the other side. Because when we talk about spiritual practice, people think it implies religion, transcendence, you know, things like that, things we don't really understand. But for me, it means working with the mind. Working with something that is not matter, which is our mind. So this is why I left the word spirit there, but it's not the soul, so I put the soul on the other side. And also what is not actually the mind, but the mental factor, I put an F in blue next to it, so that you know. You know, it's funny that, did you notice nobody kind of mentioned yesterday anger, jealousy, blah, blah, as if that's not the mind. You know, it's just mental factors. Yeah, but then we tend to... It's good actually. Again, it shows us something. When they say the mind is pure by nature, and you haven't learned about mental factors or whatever, you only tell me neutral things. Consciousness, perception. So we know. Somehow, spontaneously, we know. We don't need to become Buddhists for that. That the mind by itself is neutral. And whatever colors it is then the mental factors. Yeah? I looked at it this morning and I thought, like, wow, it's amazing. That whatever you think is mind, even though it's a mental factor, but those are neutral mental factors that you put in. So you're very good. You're already very close to understanding mind and mental factors. I don't mean it in a cynical way, okay? So you can smile and you can feel that I'm praising you because we like to be praised. No? Why are you so serious this morning? What's going on? You had a bad night maybe, yeah? Some of you. Sleeping in a strange place with other people in the room, yes, it's not easy. But you know, we can get used maybe one day when we are sick or maybe dying, might be in hospital, maybe with other people in the room. Now our mind is still strong and can deal with it and we can relax into the situation. And then we don't need to fear having to go somewhere where we don't have a single room. Yeah, because I know, especially as one gets older, one needs this and this and this and this. But then the point will come where maybe we need it, but we won't get it. So if you get used to it already now. The main thing is always, it's like the most difficult thing, the best thing is not to get upset, but that's very difficult. Yeah, so then it's always a good way is to learn to relax, which you can do in the meditation. By breathing in, you know that you're really tense and upset, and you accept it totally. Just being honest, honesty. Yes, I'm in a bad mood, I'm upset, I'm tense. That's it. When you breathe out, you give that upsetness, you give it space. And you visualize that. When you breathe out, you think that you're becoming more open. Or another good way to relax is to learn to imagine that you're breathing with your whole body. So it becomes more spacious. So that works for meditation, that works for going to sleep also. And the American soldiers in the Second World War, apparently they had this technique of relaxation, relaxing the body bit by bit, and especially the face. And then in 2 minutes they were asleep. I tried it out once. If you really stay at it, and you don't go into the thoughts that are upset, and you concentrate on the body, and bit by bit you relax, it doesn't take long and you're sleeping. Yeah, so I saw this one in a YouTube thing about the Second World War American soldiers. Try it out if you can't sleep. Yeah. Then sometimes eating something, a little bit something, if you have something maybe, sweet or a cookie or something, that you have sleeping problems, that also helps, But yeah, or the thought, it's only 3 more nights. Then I'll be home again and I'll sleep well, because then also that relaxes you. Because when we're not relaxed, sometimes it is as if as if this situation will last the whole life. So we can take everything as a training. Okay? You see, if you all look at me with these serious faces, I'm starting to worry. I think maybe I should start telling jokes or something. That then the Dharma becomes too serious. But anyway, we'll talk about something really joyful, should be joyful this morning, which is called the precious human rebirth, like really seeing for this past, what do I want? So that was maybe an idea what we want, to become a person that when people think of us, their heart opens. Like yours did this morning when you thought about the person. This is why I said, think about somebody that you know personally, that you appreciate being known by this person. You appreciate having contact with this person, because you can also take the Dalai Lama, but he's too far away unless he's your personal friend or something like that. Then of course you can also you can think about your spiritual teacher, but the one that you are seeing as your guru, then of course the heart opens immediately. So we can go there, we can take refuge there. So we know what we want, then we need to see, do I have what I need on this path in order to get there? Yeah? And we do that, we want to go to, let's not make it too complicated. You want to go to France for a holiday, so you also check, you know where you want to go, so you check, do I need a visa? Do I need a plane ticket? How do I go? That's the first steps that you make for everything we make, actually. Yeah? Then the thing is, where do I want to go? And very quickly it becomes, somehow we forget these things, what we really want, because we don't think strong enough about our priorities, because we think we have endless time. So the next step on this path is, do I have what I need? Yes, I have what I need in order to develop these qualities today, right now, because we're listening to this path. When you go home, maybe not. Yeah? Will it last? No, it will not last. You can go to more teachings, that's true, but you could also die in the meantime. You could fall ill in the meantime. That is too difficult for you to come to these places. Lucky now we have YouTube and webcast and all this, but it's not the same. When I watch a webcast, even of the Dalai Lama, I get up, I make myself a cup of tea, then I lie down, then I fall asleep, then I think, I could put the washing in and put the washing machine. I'm not really there, to be honest. I don't know if you are able to concentrate when you watch something on the screen. Unless it's a movie, which is really stupid, then I concentrate. If it's a teaching, I get distracted very, very quickly. I don't know how you are. Maybe you're better, probably you're better than